watch me while I sleep. Don't require your belief. Offering silence but no relief. Can you scream without a sound? Like the freeze that's coming down. Barren space where nothing grows. A secret place where no one goes.
All right, family, it is time for us to delve into the darkness. In blood, revenge, and despair. As we begin our O Gods of Appalachia tonight, the fourth story in our campaign, the Tarheel Vendetta, Part 8. So, we're going to get right into it tonight because we left our friend Ivy in a somewhat precarious situation. Falling, tripping, pain, blood, water, and then a crawling of 1,000 tiny hairs of plant life over her body, under and over her clothing and hair and eyes and face as she felt herself pulled down deep in the river. The river that flows with phosphorus. The runoff, radiation, waste. The Blankenmanship Matchstick Factory. Filled with the very same poison that took the jaws of the girls who did nothing but try to do their job right. And when it was clear that those who would pay them would not care for them, cut out their jaws to prevent their death. Yes, it is that poison of substance and poison of mind and heart and evil that ran off all those years that has now filled that river in an algae not quite natural has grown hungry. And boy, did it just get a potential meal as Ivy slips into its grasp deeper. And with that, we have an initiative challenge. Let's go, family.
Oh, I got a 2.
19.
It was so close.
13.
4.
4 and 2, you go after the algae.
Yay.
So bottom row is after the algae, top row is before the algae. How we got it. All right. So those of you up top, you saw this. So Ruby, Bezo, and Charlie, you saw this hit the water and go down much too quickly. And Bezo and Charlie, you can go in whatever order you see fit.
Oh, I've already hurled myself down the hill towards base.
Oh, okay, that was literally what Charlie was going to do too. So, okay, I guess we're... All right, so, yeah.
All right. So explain this to me. Are you just running, or are you trying to do something in addition?
Well, I'm going going to do something in addition because I have 50 feet of rope and I have spikes.
All right.
So I'm going to do something in addition, but I want to get as close to her as I can first.
All right. So now you're just moving. I'm booking it. Okay. At a basically not at a reckless speed though. You're definitely going the best you can. Okay. So, it's not overly high, but it's going to be a level 3 challenge to just not trip and fall.
For what is this? Might, speed.
It's kind of movement related, so I'll give you speed.
That's a 17. Why couldn't I roll this on Thursday?
All right.
What?
You're
Yeah.
doing pretty well. And Charlie, you doing the same thing?
The problem is, I think Charlie is being reckless because he doesn't have the plan that Basil does.
I still have a hold of you, so if you're going, I'm going too.
No, the first thing he's going to say is, Ruben, let me go.
I got this! Let's stay on top!
All right. So I'll say if you want to go recklessly, you need to pay me, we're going to say 5 speed to move 2 spots. Or you can give me 9 speed to get all the way down.
Did Basil actually yell that out?
Yes. Knows you dumbasses.
Yeah. Okay. Now in all fairness, that's all Charlie needs is to hear that. He will keep up with Basil.
All right, just kind of keep it.
He will keep up with Basil. That was a panic moment where he was going to try to charge down, but he will keep up with Basil if Basil has a plan and tells him.
Are you keeping up with me, like right at me?
Same pace, just so I can help with whatever it is. Chester's going to help with whatever.
Right up to Basil, she's going to be like, grab the other end of the rope.
Great. He grabs it. So you need something from me, though, right? What was that?
Speed test.
Speed test.
Make me save both of you.
Jeez, that's a 19.
Cool.
Good, I don't have to save both of you.
Let's see. I think if you'd like, you could. Let's do it this way. You can pass along to one of your fellas with the 19, making it smooth, an automatic success going down. Charlie.
So I'll pass on to one of the other two?
Yeah.
Makes the most sense to pass it back to Ruby.
Yep.
So Charlie will basically, as he's going down, he focuses and he, like, I don't know, let's just say that he's able to, like, shove certain debris and rocks out of the way to make a path for Ruby to come down more safely.
Nice. All right. In that case, Avi, the algae starts to break into their skin as it grows and searches, and you can feel that it wants one thing. It wants to feed upon your gift. Give me an intellect defense.
So I am going to spend a couple points to lower this.
And by 1 step? Or more?
2 steps. That would be 6 points, right?
To lower by 2, the total cost would be 5 intellect, and if you have edges, you can discount that.
Okay, so I have 2 edges, so it would be 3.
Yep.
Okay. So then I was at 14. Yep. So then, here we go. That's a 14.
Okay. You calm yourself. And though you can't even breathe, not really, you project out like a carapace to keep it from delving deep. But it is relentless here. And then Ivy and Ruby, you two may go in any order.
Ruby, if you don't have anything, I would like to do something.
Okay, go ahead, because I'm
Okay.
still trying to figure it out.
So as this is happening, Ivy's feeling this algae trying to like seek into her, so she's gonna do the same thing, but due to the algae, I'm going to spend my XP to get in, pretty much where I can see into the future, and I want to try to see like what this algae's like true desire is, or like what it's really brought here for.
Why do we ever worry about Ivy? She's creepy as hell.
Okay, so you want to get what its
A
desire?
premonition, yes.
A premonition of
Yeah.
what it wants. Okay.
What it truly wants. I know it wants my magic, but I want to see what it really was brought here for. Like, I get that it wants the magic, but there has to be something that more desires than,
All
I'm a
right.
little small speck in the course. What's the full course?
Yeah, you got it. So, you put your presence, your mind, the gift that can tell what others are thinking, feeling, and ultimately what others are going to be getting. And there are so many voices, and you hear them. Stolen voices. Because that phosphorus that kept on getting on that tongue sunk into that jaw and corroded away. It took all them women's voices, their cries and their dreams, and now it runs in here, corrupted and darkened by the greed and hatred of the men who made that, and the darkness that gave up within its blood that very phosphate. And right now, those voices all call and hunger for those that did nothing. It smiled and encouraged. It said, "Best be seen, not heard. You be all right." Those friendly people at their church, who, though worried about 'em, just smiled, didn't support them, told them just to keep tight, keep quiet, eat your vegetables, keep your head down, don't look at them boys, and pray. You don't need to make a stir, it'll be fine. It searches for many that now live in Hollow Hill. A vengeance a feeding on any who would dare be inactive in the face of the oppression of others. It is growing and becoming a thing that hunts the passive.
Thank you. Ivy at that moment thinks, you never had a true family that cared about you, none of you. That will be my turn. Or action.
I would say its desire for your gift is such that it would make it able to go quicker to its goal.
Yeah.
And because these aren't so much the ghosts of them, but it's the worst parts of them. In a sense. All right,
It's
Ruby.
the anger and the heat. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Um. I really don't have much to help with on this. I'll get down to them, but I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna try and help with, like, I guess I want to try and help with keeping Charlie and Basil from getting or falling in, or I want to help them with their balance on this edge, I guess you could say, with skilled talking. And that'll give it'll make them trained in all tasks involving balance and careful movement.
All right, so you're going to stay up top and give them this instruction.
No, she said she was coming to us.
I'm gonna come too. Not all the way.
Well, on your character sheet, what is it? The ability, is it an action?
Where'd it go? Yeah, encouragement, 1 intellect point. While you maintain this ability through ongoing inspiring oration. Your allies within short range ease one of the following task types. It is an action.
Okay, so because it's an action, you can either move or you can do it.
Okay. Yeah, they've got to be within short range, though. So.
They would be.
Okay. All right, then. Yes, I will do this then, instead of move.
So.
Because I want to be able to help.
Yeah. So what that would mean is that they might move this next turn, in which they're moved to long range from you. But as long as you then move, you would stay within range of the oration.
Okay.
So you can keep it going. But this turn you do that. Okay, cool. Oh wow, we're actually doing mechanics on this. That's crazy.
We got this.
Only took us this long, guys.
Perfect. So again, what skill are you giving them?
I am giving them. They're going to be trained in all tasks involving balance and careful movements.
Got it. I love it. All right, back up to Bez and Charlie.
How far is Ivy from me now?
That would be short.
And I have to get up to her to do anything, correct?
If you wanted to try to grab her and get in there, yeah.
Okay, then I'm gonna go up to her.
All right. So if your desire is to get like next to her, you're going to wade into the algae.
I'm fine with that.
All right.
Charlie is keeping pace and doing the same thing that Basil is.
Okay. Upon entering the algae, you will simply lose 3 intellect points.
Okay.
Just the shock of it. It's not going to be an ongoing thing, but it's just be in there. And just to make sure you get in there nice and good, we'll do another speed challenge, in which you're trained now on it. So it's at least 1 going down by 1.
Jeez. That's an 18.
19.
Jeez. Oh, another 19. Ooh, you want something? You got any ideas?
I want to tie the rope around Ivy.
Get that rope around. I'll let you make another challenge for it.
Okay.
So I think speed here.
Okay.
So as you pull in, the ivy begins to resist you, move her around, and not want you to take away its prey.
19.
Whoa!
Young Dalo dice like me tonight.
Wow! We are screwed for the rest of the game, guys.
Yeah, we really are.
Thursday's gonna die again. Actually, no. Maybe this is why I only have 7 intellect or 7 charisma on my next character.
Okay. Yes, you get another boon.
Can I start pulling?
I'm not gonna. No, I feel like this could go a little crazy.
So, can I get Ivy's
Could
head
she?
above?
Sorry, can you give Ivy what?
Can I get her head above the algae?
Hmm.
Because you said she's in it.
Yeah, I'm gonna say you're going to keep her from drowning. Yeah, you get her enough to where she could breathe and
That's
shout
all
if she
I
wanted
need.
to. I like that. And then Charlie, you just get on down.
I guess I'm still holding the rope, so
Well,
I
if
think
you can start pulling without getting down, can that work?
Up to Charlie what they want to do.
Well, so I mean, if there's something else I could try, and I don't know if I should ask this or not because this feels like it's getting very mechanicky, and I don't know if Charlie would know any better. Is the algae a creature?
Oh, that's a really. So it is. It's really up to you. Like you could tell. You could decide what you know.
The lady called it when we talked to her
Okay.
about getting it.
Okay, I've got something that actually this might be a failing, and yet it's going to work for us. If Basil gets in first and gets all the way to that point,
yeah,
Charlie's going to pull out his harmonica, and I'm going to use Bewitch.
All right.
Which basically means that the algae can do nothing but defend itself while I'm playing.
Okay.
So Charlie will start playing. He doesn't know anything about this algae. He's just going to try to play something to calm it. Which, given what we might learn...
Ex-boyfriend rock.
All right. So this would be intellect and anything you're putting towards it?
I can put some effort towards it because it's only one intellect, it went free. Yeah, I'll put intellect towards it. I think it'll cost me 1. So I'm putting 1 effort into it, and it's music, which I'm trained in. Let's see what happens here. That is a 15.
That will not do it.
Okay.
As you sing against this thing, it is riled and angry, hungry, having in its grasp what it needs to take a final step and begin truly hunting. It cannot be quelled. For that, you got it down to an 18.
Okay.
It started real high.
It wants to nom nom nom.
Yeah.
All right. So now
It's got 2 meals.
yeah, Basil's pulling upon Ivy, trying to open her up, get her lungs out, and as you do, Basil, you can see that on her skin and working its way down her mouth and trying to get down her throat is this very same substance. It wants
Probably
all.
also her creepy vision eyes, and I'm like, God damn it, she did it again.
It wants all that it can take. And you feel a wave in this moment as algae flits upon you.
Joke's on
With
you, bitch. I ain't got no magic.
No, it's not going after a gift. It's going after what it craves. Or at least what it craved when all of them were alive and whole. Care, concern.
Oh fuck, we're fucked, guys.
So I need an intellect defense.
Cool. I'll use my edge.
So you're going to spend effort and use your edge to discount it.
Yes, I can use 2 edge.
How much effort can you
I
use?
can use 2 effort.
2 effort. So that's 5 minus 2 for 3.
Yep.
So you're spending your 3 intellect points.
14.
You needed a 12.
Ooh!
So you feel as it grows upon your ankles and your knees, trying to sever your love and care and concern for Avi and interject pure apathy. But as it tries to eat it, you give it more. It does not realize the depths that you have love for your friends.
No man left behind.
As you feel it tinge, and bits of it now grow red in jealousy.
I think I pissed it off somehow.
Then we got Avi and Ruby.
So, question. If my ability says to push a creature or object, am I also considered that creature?
I don't feel like looking this up, so I'm going to go yeah for now.
Perfect. So Ivy is going to use her magic as she feels Basil enter into this thing and its focus go off of her. And she feels that rope connect around her, where she's going to use her energy and push herself and her magic to like pretty much embrace Basil into her arms.
So you're trying to
Like-
hug Basil, basically.
Well, I'm pretty much trying to get closer to get into immediate range. But since I'm guessing I'm kind of like restrained from the algae, I'm using the magic to push myself into
You're
her.
already in immediate range. Otherwise,
are
I
we?
can tie a rope on you.
Right.
Okay. Well then.
Yeah. Like you're probably at the max of it, but I mean, you're immediate, yeah.
If only do it to one of us though.
Go.
Okay. I will push myself out. Or
All
try to-
right. And so what does that let you, how far?
I can push myself out within short range.
All right, cool. So it would be range out. That makes
So the
sense.
push is quick and the force is too crude, so I will probably get hurt or damage somehow, if whatever that is.
Yeah.
Because it's not going to be friendly.
Immediate,
Right. So this
party.
would be challenge against the algae. And I think using that will already give at least 1 asset to it.
Right.
I'd say because of the rope, we already have established that Charlie was stayed and pulled, or did he move? Remind me.
He stayed because he played the music.
Because I did bewitch, so
Oh
I
yeah, but you
stayed.
did the rewitch, so you weren't actually. Okay, yeah. So we're gonna keep 1
He's
asset.
short distance.
Yeah, but he's not providing the asset by using his turn on it.
Oh.
So, but there's a rope. So there's 2 assets on this. Is what I'll give you to start.
Hey.
And you tell me if there's anything else you want to do.
No. I'm going to roll. Here we go.
All right.
10.
10 will do it. You need a 9.
Woo!
Woo.
Really glad we had a rope and you have creepy magic.
All right. So you pull yourself out onto the shore of Rocky. And it is meant to be, it is like an attack deal, so I do think we're just going to call it 3 might here.
Perfect. Ivy passes out. She loses all her might. So, like, I'm gonna totally like say Ivy does this and not realizing where she was aiming herself, she hits a tree.
Oh.
Wouldn't that be impaired?
Would
Yeah.
Not passed out?
Yeah, impaired.
Yeah, you're
Okay.
impaired.
Still, I hit a tree.
Right, I thought it was like, because you only have 1 0 pool, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so you have to get more than okay.
Yeah, you gotta be impaired and debilitated in order to, I guess.
Gotcha. So you have to have 2 zeros.
Right, yeah. It's just the damage track. Yeah.
Okay. I see now. But yeah,
Perfect.
Ivy
I
hits a
was
tree.
like, what? I thought you were working that low. It really is March. All right.
Okay, that's me laughing, trying not to cry.
All right, so then we got Ruby.
Okay. God. Yeah, she's. I guess all she can do is just go down to Charlie.
What is Ivy now near me because she's out of the water? Is she?
You were at shore. Yeah,
Yeah.
no. So
Okay.
she's not near you yet, no.
Okay.
But yeah, just keeping up the would that put me in short range of everybody going down to Charlie?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then I'm gonna keep up with all skills involving balance and careful movement for everybody to be trained in that.
All right. So
Help
you're gonna
them
move.
get out.
You're gonna move down.
Yeah, because I was.
You were short. We went long. Now you're short again.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you go down this turn. So we just need that speed challenge.
And doesn't she already have 1 asset because Charlie cleared some room for her in our
Yeah.
favor?
Yeah.
Oh,
And-
not asset. I said there was a success actually he passed on.
Yeah.
You get down here freely.
So is this a speed defense task?
Nothing. You're down
It's
freely.
nothing. You're down freely.
Oh, I'm down for what?
Because they got a 19 a few turns ago, they passed that to say they made this so you could get down without a roll.
Oh, okay. All right, cool.
So
'Cause he's got to take care of his girl.
But yeah, I'm gonna keep up I know what it's called. Encouragement for anything that for all skills involving balance and or careful movement.
nice. Perfect. Okay, so then we go back up to Basil and Charlie.
So Ivy's
Okay,
out.
so no, hold on. This I'm confused by this now because Basil and I were at the same point. Basil did movement to get to where Ivy was close enough to interact. Then Ivy moved away from Basil back towards me an amount. She should be within grabbing range of Charlie now.
Right.
So
Or did I mess that up?
it's all good. So
Okay.
so because it's a little. She stayed within the range of the river. She just got out of it.
Okay.
She's like on the shoreline.
Okay.
And then
I'm
you're
not. Okay.
you're just within that short basically.
All right. Well, then that makes it easy. Charlie's going to go right. He's going to go to Ivy,
Okay.
and he's going to yell for Basil. Basil, get yourself out of there.
No, I think I was going to take a bath. We get out.
And yeah, Charlie will just go to Ivy and try to help to start helping her get the rest of the way or further from the river. Yeah.
Yeah, Basil, this resists you like crazy.
I'm sure it does.
The flow of the river begins to pick up, wanting what it can have. And so that will be a just a resist. You just have to do a might challenge to get out of this.
I'm going to use an effort.
Would the balance part of that with the skill help in that? Keep her on her feet?
Careful
It's-
movement.
This isn't really care for movement. This is brute trying to push against something.
Okay. I'm going to use my 2 effort. I have 1 edge, so that's 4 points. Let's go. Does it count as navigation? Because I'm trained in that.
I think I can give you navigation because you're trying to find the best.
Okay, so I'm trained and I'm using 2 effort.
Yeah, I'll do that for you. 6 is what you want to hit.
12.
There you go.
Y'all, I am not looking good.
So you move it as you push out. Now it roils, and yeah, it's its turn. So it rises up, the algae taking on what looks like this vague humanoid form. But Ivy, knowing what you know, you see the odd permutations in it, not just random, but as if 1,000 women are melded together as it strikes. It's going to strike a Basil.
Map me, bro.
So this would be speed or might defense, depending how you want to do it.
I'll do speed. I'll use my effort. No, I can't use effort on speed. I don't have any edge in that.
Effort is a general stat that can be that you use on everything,
Okay.
I believe, right?
I'm gonna use it.
Okay.
I use 2.
So that would be 5 you're spending out of
Yeah.
your pool. Okay.
That would be 12 again.
All right. Whew, glad you did 2. Then it just crashes down next to you, unable to grasp, and then it's Basil and Charlie.
Run, 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 run.
Isn't it Ivy and Ruby? Because it's going after its turn.
Ivy and Ruby.
Yeah.
Correct. I'm sorry.
Ivy, after hitting a tree, standing up, shaking her head, looks to Ruby and Charlie and goes, "It's all the angry women that were oppressed and looked down upon and never given a chance to be anything. I think you two can connect with them, And she is going to try to channel her magic in herself by using her inner abilities to channel through the words of either of them, whoever decide to try to connect. So I'm going to give myself pretty much to this.
Okay. That's all right.
I'm gonna let
Well, technically Ruby.
yeah, I was about to say, regardless, I'm gonna let Ruby do it. She's the talker.
Oh, and I am specialized in persuasion.
And you also probably feel the same since you were oppressed by your ex.
Yeah.
All
Send
right.
it to that damn bitch's house. What? Oh, sorry. That's my inner monologue.
Ruby's going to call out to it. I know this oppression that you feel. I know all the wrongs that have been done. There's no making up for it. But we're not here to hurt you or oppress you in any way. We're here to help. We're here to make it better. We're here to save those who are still here from this. If we just need help, we just need I don't know what we need. We need something to make this better. If there's anything that you can give us or show us that can help in any way.
All right. So, as it is dicey, in one sense, your words of help seem to at least get its attention. But then, language that sounded far too much to these deranged souls, like we can help you if you help yourself. Too much like what was told to them as they were dying. But you can make your roll. So Ivy, with your action, I'm going to let you. How much? What do you? You can spend your points as if this was what you were doing.
Okay.
So you can give assets.
I'm giving 3 points, so I'm lowering it by a tier. By
So
using my understanding and using magic.
Okay, so you're adding that. I think that makes sense. Okay, so we'll go. Yeah, so we'll do. You lower by 1 by helping her, and then
That's pretty much what I'm doing, but I'm just using
Ruby.
I'm channeling myself. I'm using my intellect, so
Yeah,
I'm taking
I
away
gotcha.
from myself to do that. Yeah.
Okay.
I've got 2 edge and intellect and 2 effort, so that's 3 intellect points that I need to use. Yep. Okay.
So we're going on my 3 right now.
Okay.
So this is a tougher task because you're trying to get at its base.
Yeah.
So it's higher than a lot of the other difficulties.
Yeah.
Anything I can do to help? My turn's like next.
Yeah. And I am specialized in persuasion.
Okay, so that's 4 steps we're going down.
Okay. Oh my goodness, I'm scared of my dice. I've been rolling like such crap. Oh, I don't want to look. But I gotta look because I gotta be able to see where I've rolled my dice at.
I'm gonna stress eat for you, Courtney.
That's a 16.
Woo!
Nice.
And then it pauses.
We don't want to hurt you. We just don't know where to start. That's our problem.
Within it, there is an inner battle. Hatred. And it's a strange mixture of the type of power that humans can have mixed with their evil things of the inner dark and of the green, all woven, fighting for what they think they want. It's as if it comes to a standstill. A vote is cast among the powers that dwell within. And for now, the algae does not see you as its prey.
Come on, guys. Come on. Come on. Let's go.
I'd say we're not necessarily... That's the end of that round, so you can be in free play for now.
Should we get away from the river?
Let's move slowly, carefully away to not provoke it anymore.
Charlie's gonna support Ivy because she's looking pretty shaky on her feet.
We have to help it though.
We will.
We are-
We just You all need to catch. We all need to catch your breath.
I think it's Basil's walking up. Like, she knows what it was trying to reach in on her, and she's gonna be like, "You know what I feel. We're gonna help you." As she walks up.
You all right, Basil?
I feel like a long-tailed cat in a room full of rocking chairs.
All right. Ivy, how are you doing?
I've been better. That tree really hurt.
Yeah, it was the tree. That's what hurt.
I mean, the emotional damage came from the algae, right, Basil?
Mm-hmm. I'm getting sick of things going inside my head.
As soon as Ivy gets close to Ruby, Ruby just throws her arms around her and is just tears are like pouring down her face. And she's like, I'm so sorry. I couldn't catch you. I tried. I just couldn't catch you.
It all worked out, Ruby. It gave me a chance to understand it.
I get that, but still.
I also think I understand you a little better.
I was so afraid we lost you.
You can't get rid of me that easy.
Yeah, the creepy little girl. You can't get rid of the creepy little girl that easy. I get it.
I have like 9 lives, haven't I told you? No, just kidding.
I'm willing to believe it.
Yeah.
That's my cat, not me.
All right.
So Charlie will look at. Sorry.
No, you're fine. I'm as soon as we get up there, I'm up to where we're safe, quote unquote safe. I'm gonna use an XP for player intrusion.
Ooh.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What's the intrusion?
I don't think the problem is we don't know where to start. So I want perfect suggestion.
Ooh.
A friendly NPC suggests a course of action with regard to an urgent question, problem, or obstacle you're facing.
Ruin all the GM's fun during March.
Well,
Had enough.
this is my only XP I've got, so
So I feel like that intrusion is made for you, Courtney. I absolutely love it. That's like Courtney's like, I'm lost. Here, tell me what to do. Here's my ticket. Turn in my ticket. No, that's great. I love that.
While you're thinking about it, Basil's gonna ask Charlie for her rope back, unless of course you need it for later with Ruby. In which case I don't want it back.
Well, Basil, she did reach out for Charlie before me, so
I'm aware. I saw it. Don't
Charlie.
give me that look, Charlie. You don't know what kind of books I get.
No. Actually, Charlie barely seems to respond to any of that, but he does. He hands you back your rope, kind of robotically. He doesn't really respond to the quip.
I think Charlie's upset he's a man.
I don't know how it feels to be a man.
I just think this is a really heavy female camp thing going on right now, and I think Charlie might feel subconsciously upset about it.
What are you talking about, Basil?
I'm saying men suck, Charlie, but you're not one of them.
Okay.
Sure,
Then I'm on this behavior.
You know what, Charlie?
I know you gave me back the rope.
What?
Nothing. You were saying?
I don't remember.
All right. Walking up the riverbank as you're on the stone here, as you try to move away, you see an older woman. She leans on a well carved and crafted walking stick. And laid within it are turquoise, rough emeralds, and all kinds of stones. Around it hang small leather pouches. She murmurs. And it's an odd gait that she has. It's looking at her legs and her general demeanor, it is strained, as though that little stick shouldn't be able to hold up her frame. She shouldn't at least be able to hold herself up to the stick. But somehow she walks, not even leaning on it, but mostly using it just to steady her. It almost defies logic. And her face, the more aged than you've seen it, there's a recognition there. Is a woman, both Ruby and Charlie, though that time that might not be the names you had given, called Granny Odessa.
Oh, shit. Granny? Granny Odessa?
Well, hell. If it ain't the slip of the thing that ventured in out to find what was right, walking along that which has gone so bad. Looks like them stars be pointing to you, girl.
I did for a bit. How have you been? And she goes over and she takes her hand.
Her hand is thin. It's almost like your thumb presses through skin that ain't really there. It ain't bone, but it is devoid of fat, as though you were touching a body that is not long for this world. And, well, I've been following Mama Bear's paw, and look at what I found. My 2 cubs.
I think they had a secret romantic adventure without us.
Maybe this is who performs their wedding.
Oh, God.
2 cubs.
Oh, well. Girl, you shine bright, but sometimes you are dull as a butter knife. Anyway,
Yeah, I officially like her.
what the left paw points to those in need, honey. What you need?
Where there's a lot of oppression, a lot of hurt. A lot of betrayal that has seeped into the waters around here.
That's right. This place, it ain't right.
There it isn't. And then it's not only that, we've got some Calhoun that's over here trying to like hurting people, and somebody who's got him on a leash somehow.
All right. Somebody done make themselves a pet.
Yeah, so to speak. And I'm afraid if we take care of what's happening in the river, then the person with this pet is going to hurt more people. Maybe not physically, but it's going to end up in a lot of hurt people. And I just don't know where to start.
What? Well, I always think there's a few things one could do
Mhm.
in a lot of situations. When it comes to this here river, it's so bound, and thing with this thing about rivers is they flow. Tears and pains of women flow from upstream, and their echoes flow down. And whatever it is that has become, it ain't that wizard, it ain't that women, it ain't that women's pain. Not entirely, anyway. It is a conglomeration of many things. Sometimes things like that Calhoun you talk about, assume some type of ghost pet or whatever, all types of hands. Some things you just want to bind, imprison, put down. And with that, you want to use things that are their opposite. Or, well, things that attract them, help them stay put sometimes too. Things that are both their opposite and their attraction, them's powerful. Artifacts of power. And now this thing in your river. Well, that's an interesting one. Again, you can get some women together, you can try it yourself, and you can try to work a binding here. You could beat that thing down to its a weak shell. You can entreat greater things to keep it in, making deals.
We got too many of them already.
And you could just as well see about separating out those things.
Well, what if? Because I think Ivy, you said it wants, or Basil, Ivy, one of you, it wants acceptance. It wants to be heard. It wants what? What was it that it wants?
I mean, it, I maybe deeper it wanted something, but all I really felt from it and got from it was that it was angry and wanted the oppressors, wanted to take its vengeance out. Like, it was so much of the past females' hate and held down that it wants to take revenge. But at the same time, when you think of that, it must be hurting, you know.
Well, it did try to suck out all my compassion and my love.
That's what I mean.
Because
So
it
it
ain't
wants
never
something.
had that, so it was a little mad about that.
I had a crazy idea. What
We
if?
feed the mean lady Tud.
Well,
No,
what if we bring the evil Calhoun creature to it? Because it used to be a man that, like, literally abused his wife and like treated her horribly. So it is the ultimate oppressor, and that algae wants it. And if the two could hurt each other enough that we could get the other women here, and we could bind it together by trapping both spirits in the river.
Why can't we feed it the lady just for fun?
Sure, you can throw her in, I guess.
I mean, it does not. You said it didn't like people who didn't do anything, and she don't do shit. So, I mean, it'd be like a bonus, right?
Yeah.
I might be a tad bit prejudiced against her. All right.
And Odessa continues. He goes, that thing, what is left of them women, is its desire.
Mm-hmm.
The inner dark is what is its hunger. A green is its substance. And the intention of the abusive men and women who knew what they were doing is its killing intent. That's what makes it so strong. But thing with things like that, you can start separating those things out, fulfilling a bit by bit. You can weaken it down, split it up, make it more manageable. Remember, if you go binding, any working like that needs to be maintained.
Mm-hmm.
As far as this Calhoun, you're talking about these things meeting. That is almost just as likely to result in them joining as them killing.
Okay.
Or
I veto that one. Then.
if it finds in that Calhoun the freedom to hunt, the freedom to move, whew,
That would be very bad. Yeah.
all right. So with this intrusion, you can keep asking questions, and I'll keep trying to reveal more.
Yeah.
As you know, I want to give my intent is to give you enough so you can go, oh, I have an idea of what I want to do.
Uh-huh.
Because like with Cypher and this whole thing, it is really a question of what do we want to do here.
Yeah.
But I feel I'm trying to give you these pieces to help you.
I guess
Make
which
that
path
plan.
should we choose first? Should we continue the algae path?
I think if we get rid of the algae before we get rid of Calhoun, what's her face is
Genevieve.
Genevieve can immediately take control over the factory.
Also, if we get rid of Calhoun first, there's going to be less women's voices added.
Yeah.
So then we get rid of the Calhoun.
Yeah, we get rid of the
Hey,
Calhoun.
let's go
Maybe
kill that
focus
girl.
on asking questions about that.
Okay, so
To just make sure, I'll put this in the notes
okay.
because the four pieces of this algae is probably what's the most important to think about,
Yeah.
because that's how you can potentially, if you desire. Sounds like you guys are more interested in doing like a catharsis solution there.
Well,
And
yeah, because the allergies it's not their fault.
It
so that would be how you'd approach it, and that's what you'd have to figure out in those four pieces.
yeah, because that's the whole thing. The algae, it's not the fault of the women or anything like oh, that's so hard to explain. But Calhoun is just an evil thing. It's just evil because the guy himself was freaking evil.
All right. So, do you feel like has Odessa given you enough information on the algae to formulate when you want to go back to it?
Charlie, Basil, Ivy. What do you think?
Well,
I think
That
Go on.
I mean, what Matt just put into the chat. I mean, that breaks it down to, that gives us something to where you can start maybe focusing on pieces of it, as he said, to sort of separate it. So that gives us a good sense of what it is. So if we want to deal with Calhoun first, then
Well, yeah, because I think that would take care of the part of that last sentence.
yeah, the intention of abusive men and women is its killing intent. Getting rid of Calhoun would help with
Both. Because
With
he's
both.
an abusive man and the one holding his collar is an abusive woman.
yeah.
And we'd be taking a big chunk of her power away from her.
Yep. I think that I think Calhoun definitely I think that's a really good. You guys in agreement? Everybody in agreement in that?
Yeah.
Ivy?
Yes, I think that would be agreement. I also think the women from around here would be the desire.
Mhm.
Charlie, you have the dark inside you. We've discussed that before, and I have the green inside me. So I think both of us would require in that ritual also.
Charlie just nods.
Okay.
Oh, Granny Odessa. It's I think it was a blessing to see you now, and is perfect timing.
Oh, good. This Calhoun you talk about. If you he's gone beyond to get rid of. In fact, if we use what I think he is, he'll need I need to disperse him first before you disperse his parts. There's a binding upon him and gathering strength and power. It's the most effective. Well, the one you can tramp him, but if trying to trap him in something, you always gotta remember a trap needs a way to let the thing out, or it's powerless. Something like that, if he don't have orders to do something, You can be lured by what vices he had in life, or if you're where he stand.
How did
What if we order him to go kill Tom? No? All right.
I don't know if it would work that way.
I can hope.
If you're talking to her, I say, them fingers you talk about, that is definitely what keeps him in check. If those goes away, he'd just be a free agent out there. He can go anywhere he wants.
Okay, so we kill him and then we get rid of the fingers.
But they're tricky as well. The more that exists, the more protection he has too.
What do you mean by that?
Well, it's almost like the layers you put on in winter. That cold wants to chew you to the bone, freeze your blood, and make you part of its winter decorations. But every layer you have makes that task more difficult. That's what them fingers are to him.
Okay.
But there also is keys that can be released. So it is. Tell you, that Genevieve woman you talk about, she a piece of work. She make that thing, it's like, take me on and release a monster. Do nothing and I'm the monster.
Yeah.
She kind of sighs. Sometimes a creature goes, back by my farm, there was a cougar, mountain lion. Starved, ate my chickens, ate my cows, ate my goats.
Chupacabra.
Took a lot of people's stuff. Men tried to hunt that thing, couldn't find it. They found themselves being hunted. Idiots. And then I took me and myself on a walk. I left a goat, let it get eaten. Left another one, a chicken, tied up for it. It followed me way out of our valley. And soon it came to a hunting pasture of deer and just about everything it could want. It didn't follow me back. I just led it to something more enticing. It's a way you can deal with a cougar woman like that. But you can do many things. So she's giving you a few options here.
Yeah. Send her to New York.
How about
Here to Marco.
Yeah, and again, you can create your own too, but this is what the thing is asking for. Is asking for me to give you some stuff here. So
yeah.
I mean, if your ex is still single, Ruby, that could work.
I mean, they're pretty much made for each other.
Ain't that frightening? Ooh, or we could get her to Mr. White. They'd be good together too.
That's true. You've been so helpful, Granny Odessa. It was good seeing you.
He gets up, you can see pain in her bones. She goes, "Ugh. Looks like I might have another one to go see."
Granny, thank you for being the first person to make sense.
Well, that's what you get from experience.
Yeah. I forgot the name of the town that we were in. That she's from.
Hill. Oh, sorry.
No. What's the name of the town that she's from?
Stonega.
Stonega. How's everybody down there?
Well, about what you'd expect.
Granny,
Give us way of going. We haven't finished that storyline.
I know.
Granny, you don't have to tell me, but that kind of sounds like a Strigonona. Is that what it's named after?
Stonega?
I'm just curious.
Go. So don't you be saying things like Strigger around here, you crazy girl.
Yeah.
Is she trying to get us killed even more than we're already trying to get ourselves killed? Like,
You know what? Charlie will protect you. Shut up.
oh, Charlie, will you protect me?
Charlie's been very quiet, and he's just been sort of staring at Granny Odessa. And as she's leaving, he just sort of tips his hat.
I swear to God, Charlie, if you're getting a stupid idea, I will beat you with my leg.
I don't got no ideas, Basil.
Bullshit.
Man, it's nice to see her, though. I haven't seen her in years.
Since your wedding?
When? When did I get married? I'm not wifey material.
She out of her bag, she'll pull a bottle of a dark bottle. Is wrapped and almost looks like it'd be medicine. You can just see X's that have been hidden.
I like her.
She'll put it in just kind of at your feet, Charlie. Goes, well, Baba seems right. You have this for what you might need, and it makes most sense to me that you get it there. She looks at you, Charlie. Goes, be careful. So one thing she wanted to make clear was definitely would be a pretty big battle and fight. You could get allies and stuff, but to really do a big thing to take care of Calhoun in that way. And then your other option would be basically to make him someone else's problem. And Genevieve.
Mm-hmm.
We should totally send her to New York.
Right. So that's what you get to do in this kind of complicated situations.
Yeah.
Or we could send her to England. I mean, I heard they had a Jack the Ripper dude over there. And sorry.
Yeah.
We'll pick up the jug. It's not sure what it is.
Yeah. Pick it up and you can just see in scratched on in a beautiful filigree the name Jack.
Just stares at it.
This cipher, once drunk, action drink as normal things will ease intellect defense tasks by 3.
Ooh,
1 hour.
nice.
Intellect defense. Interesting.
Yeah. Jack's liquid courage.
Jack Daniels.
Jack Daniels.
Yeah.
I'm with you, Courtney.
You all right, Charlie?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm fine. Well, what's So what's our plan of attack? And he'll just stow away the jug.
Well,
I have a crazy idea.
I
okay.
love your crazy ideas. Go.
Okay, yeah, I'm not gonna like this one. Well, maybe okay.
That
So
was
we have to get
sarcasm.
rid of the fingers of the Calhoun. So, and he said that also needs some type of binding magic that needs access to it, but like a lock. So we take the fingers, we get rid of them, we use my finger as the binding. I cut it off, I place it in the box. We lock him away.
No.
Hold on, we lock him away, and the only way to actually get him free would be reattaching my finger.
I was thinking like I don't know, like binding him inside a painting because he's an artist, right? Or
Oh, I knew you read that book. Dorian Gray's a good book.
Needs a lock on it. And that's
Well,
the thing. It
think-
needs something to be able to like where he could
Okay,
get
but
free.
has someone missing a limb? No.
The finger.
No.
'Cause- But it's only my
No.
this one.
No.
I say we should send him and Genevieve to New York.
I'm fine with that.
Wouldn't that put people in New York in danger?
You have obviously never been to New York.
Well,
No.
there's a lot of good people as well as bad people in New York. That's the problem. Shit.
I'm also not sure that Genevieve wants to go somewhere where she won't be the biggest fish in the pond. I think
What
she
if we
likes.
send them to Australia? It's already a criminal colony.
And we have to figure out how to get them to actually go. I don't think that she'll go just because we ask.
Well, I could invite Marco out here and set up a meeting of the two. Be like, I've got somebody that just as power hungry as you are and is willing to be your wifey.
But hold on, doesn't Marco want this factory reopened? If you bring him here, like I think that's going to put all the girls in much more danger if
Right.
he's anywhere near here.
Okay, think about it this way, because the women feels its desire. If we get the women out of here, there goes its desire, right?
That's for the algae.
For the
For
algae,
the algae, yeah.
be very quickly. The women's anger and regret that make it up,
Okay,
not the women who are in the town.
gotcha.
What if we fed Marco to the allergy? What?
I mean,
You,
that
you
was
could say the women's corrupted spirits
the women's corrupted
is
spirit.
is what I mean there.
Gotcha.
I mean-
Okay.
We could just the lady said if we were to put the Calhoun in the algae could take the Calhoun's body. I mean, is the algae really that bad? It just wants to kill all the oppressors.
Well, I thought I'm trying to get a sense of what
Okay, but
Ivy actually told us, because it wasn't just the oppressors that it was angry at.
No, I probably want to kill everybody. You're right.
Okay,
It was-
making sure that you told us
do
that.
something of inaction.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah,
it's
'cause
everybody in
it's
town.
corrupted. Yeah,
Yeah.
and it could even go for the word. Like you get this thing is just
yeah, here's the problem. Like, who decides who the oppressors are anyways? I mean, the Civil War, both sides thought they were right.
True. So we have to think. So do you want to try to move? See, my whole thing is like, what happens if they did get together, Ruby, and like Charlie was saying, and then like he's like, "Ooh, you would work perfect down here as like my second in command down here, and I'll send you all these gifts because I love you, and we'll make this place better." And she tries to just like take New York and bring it to this place.
Yeah, let's not do that. I changed my mind.
All right, all right.
Because that would be my thought is a big guy like that in a big city, why not make the big city come here? Then people would be attracted to come here. And then it wouldn't work out in our end.
Okay, so we need to trap Calhoun somehow.
Without Abby using a finger.
Yeah, I really think that like he's to lure him out. We need something that he was.
We have to
Charlie,
get a box of fingers.
What,
'Cause if
Charlie?
we take...
no, what was Ivy saying?
I was going to say, because if we get the fingers and destroy all but one, he will want that thing more than anything, because that will be his freedom. With that finger gone, it gives him the chance to be free. So he would try anything to do to get us to get that finger. What were you going to say, Charlie?
I could, and Charlie looks, I'm sure he's probably still up at the factory worried. Charlie thinks for a moment, I could, so anything can be a trap, right? Like physically, the thing we're trapping,
Mm-hmm.
it's a spirit. It can be anything, but it just has to have a lock on it. A lock that can be undone, correct?
Mm-hmm.
And fancies himself an artist. We could lock him in my guitar. And the lock would be a song that only I know that would have to be played on the guitar.
What about a song unfinished?
Could be that too. The key is we will not write it down.
But I feel like we'd have to write part of it down, because then that would be the beginning of it, and then finishing it would be that key to unlock him.
Be like a cipher. Unlock it, yeah.
Because you'd be creating the magic of trapping him, but and that magic would be placed onto either your guitar, but I think it would also need to be onto like the lyrics onto a paper, because they would have to use those lyrics on your guitar to finish the song.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know much about constructing magic, you know that, so that I'll take your word for it, but it's just my thought, because...
Okay, I got one question. What happens if the guitar accidentally gets destroyed?
That's why it's on the paper also. I mean, it would be weaker for him, I think, to be free, but finishing the song would be the main trap. Because it would need those last couple bars, I think.
Okay.
Because that's what I was wondering too, like, what happens if the guitar got either destroyed or something happened to it?
Well, what if we did it to the guitar, and then we got you a new guitar, and you just carried that new guitar around and left that one, I don't know, hidden under the floorboards?
Oh no, we're definitely hiding and getting rid of this guitar if we use it. That's not going to carry Calhoun around with me.
What if we methodically take the guitar apart and we hide it in different places so that you also have to put the guitar back together? No?
Oh, that's...
Depends on how much we can do to the guitar after it's been... If the guitar can even be a vessel. I don't know if it can be.
I know jack shit about magic, so I'm just throwing things out.
I can use it sometimes, but I don't really understand it.
You can do that.
We'll say if you are looking for things that you need and you have a plan of what you want to do, you were told about Oakwood Mountain.
Yes.
Oakwood Mountain is where that family lives?
Yeah.
And that's
Yeah,
close.
Somewhat. I mean, it's going to take a little bit of travel. It's not going to be like 2 seconds, but like
Yeah.
it'll take you a week or so. But it is a place where you can be equipped with things.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Oh, I like your idea, Charlie. I like the idea of binding it in the guitar.
I like it a lot better than Ivy losing a finger.
Me too.
I love all you, but I swear to God, y'all need to stop with this self-sacrificing bullshit because you are aging me. Yeah, ain't none of you deny it. Y'all been doing it.
Have I? I don't.
Let me go talk to this man who now wants to eat me.
That's right. I forgot about that. It was out of I had put it out of my brain, and you just put it right back in there. Thank you.
Good. Then stop doing shit.
So we don't have obviously know quite enough yet to know whether this trick with the guitar will work, but we can go to. We were told the Underwoods at Oak Mountain to see if they'd have information, but is that what we want to try to do, or
I think that's a good plan. You might learn some more stuff as well, Ivy. It'll give us a chance to. This trip would hopefully give us a chance to kind of recoup.
I don't know what you're talking about.
She just gives Basil a little look.
I guess what I was asking is that's the way you want to do this as opposed to trying to tempt the two of them somewhere else?
I think having more information on how to stop them from hurting more people is probably the best policy.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, don't get me wrong. If it was up to me, I'd just find a way to kill them both. But I got a feeling neither one would stay dead.
Yeah.
Well, remember, she said you could, and then you could bury and bind those things quite easily after you went through the trouble of killing
it. Yeah.
Yeah,
that
but
would be quite a feat.
It was a big battle, and I just got my ass kicked by
Yeah, we're not in the best shape to be having a big battle right now. But I think if we can learn more about how,
never in the shape to take a big battle.
Yeah, I think if we can learn better how to bind. I think binding would probably be the best bet for Calhoun.
I concur.
Ivy?
Then we head to the mountain.
Charlie, are you sure you want to do this?
Charlie just nods at you. Actually, he'll sort of nod at you and he'll look at you and go, if we get rid of this Calhoun, help things around here, will you start feeling safer?
I think so.
Well, then I think we have to do it.
Oh.
All right. I guess I don't know. How do we get there? Do we need to get on another train?
You can do a train because this is in West Virginia still.
Okay. We gotta get on another train.
So Oak Mountain is what you're going for, and it is Bower County.
Bower County, Oak Mountain, Bower County. Okay. Should we let Miss Cat know that we're gonna go find out some more information and then we'll be back?
Probably.
All right.
I mean, because we don't want them women thinking we abandoned them and them feeding more grief and sorrow into the goddamn algae.
That's true. All right. Well, let's go. Yeah, let's. Yeah, let's go. I guess.
Genevieve never gave us a time limit to deal with the algae, did she?
No,
Okay.
she just said deal with it.
Also, if I remember correctly, she just sort of said that she would do more for us if we did that. It wasn't even a
Oh.
demand so much as a if we
She
do that
paid
for
us.
her. Well, I think she paid us to keep Basil quiet about
Oh.
Yeah,
the stuff she was gonna, the
I
blackmail.
don't know what you talking about.
Yeah, that the thing that Basil doesn't know what we're talking about. That's what she
Yeah.
gave us the money. That's what she gave us the money for.
That's we got the money for it. Okay.
I
Yeah.
am a lady. How would you dare accuse me of such things?
If you know what, you are 100% lady.
Besides, if there ain't no evidence, there ain't no evidence.
Mhm.
Not any that would stand up in a court of law.
All right. So you are ready to get back on the road and travel to
I don't think
Bark.
we're ready. I think we're forcing ourselves to do it.
Yeah.
This
All right. Very good. And therefore, it's easy enough to make the uh, things. And you have your friend who's going to see, 'cause she's still looking for her brother, so she'll be with you in this journey.
Alright.
How's she been doing this whole time?
Well, you haven't asked her. She's been doing her own little thing.
Oh, while we're making this journey, I'm going to use my 10 hours for a recovery roll.
Well, what I'm actually going to tell you is for this, we're going to go to a new section so you can get full recovery
Oh, score!
and full and get all your recovery rolls back.
You know why I say thank God? My paper right now looks like 555. That's it. That
Because
is
you're
kicks my ass.
moving on. Other things and I was going to say and 2 XP all around.
Nice.
Kind of you've investigated, you've figured out a bunch of stuff, and kind of now into the next deal here. So,
I can take my hour back. Let's do that. Okay.
Alright.
all right. Then it is with that we're going to end for tonight,
Woohoo!
Woo.
and we'll probably come back mid-journey.
Alright.
So, which means if there are advancements or anything you want to do, there will be a little bit of story time, whatever we could kind of do that stuff with. So let me know. But
I have 2 XP. There's not much I can do with that.
not quite.
I have 8 because I can't do jack shit anyways.
All right. With that, we'll see you next week, family. Good night.
Night, family.
not family.